Now, the rest of the story. Football season at West Point. A team known simply, eloquently, ominously as Army. And there was a hole in the game schedule. Not a very big hole. One open date, November 1. None of the big teams was available. So how about a pushover, an obscure team to play Army that day? Such a team was invited, and the pushover team accepted. Few expected much of a contest. For Army, even the worthiest of opponents had been transformed into tackling dummies. So perhaps with a touch of sadism, Army fans were looking forward to November 1. Everyone was predicting a slaughter. And that's what they got. Now it's the 1st of November. The visiting team had arrived by train. West Point cadets were sharpening their claws. If neither challenging nor even interesting, the Army teammates agreed, the game was still going to be fun. Now to the visitors' camp. The visitors' football team was barely recognized as such in the East. Their opponents this day were the big guns. They established the confident ones. Army, ultimately formidable. So what do you do? What do you do? You're the little team now, the unknowns. What you do is razzle-dazzle. Razzle-dazzle, a flashy, unorthodox secret weapon especially designed to disestablish the Army's defense. Razzle-dazzle. Oh, yeah, technically they'd looked it up. It was legal. Had been legal for 7 years. Had been used in high schools. And yet this unconventional strategy was the one the visitors decided to employ on this day. They practiced razzle-dazzle all summer. Now they were going to use it against the cadets of West Point. Well, the visitors tried razzle-dazzle twice early in the first quarter and failed both times. The Army players shook their heads, visibly amused. The secret weapon had misfired. And then one of the ends on this little visiting team began limping. He was faking. But Army forgot about him. The visitors attempted their razzle-dazzle again, using that end as their key man, and he scored a nice, clean touchdown. First blood. Enough was enough. Army lashed back with 2 touchdowns. Through sheer power, hard rushing, hard tackling, the visitors were now being trounced. And yet, the undaunted visitors continued their unorthodox razzle-dazzle. It led to another touchdown, and another, and then another. By game's end, mighty Army had been upset unbelievably by a score of 13-35. Some sports analysts call this the most important football game ever played because of the significance of razzle-dazzle. The unorthodox tactic, previously relegated to Midwestern high school football, razzle-dazzle thereafter became football's super weapon. Remember that end on the visiting team, the one who faked a limp to get going in the first quarter? His name was Knute Rockne. So by now, perhaps you have guessed that the unknowns, the pushovers, the obscure Midwest college team which emerged from obscurity, the underdogs of November 1, 1913, were the Fighting Irish. And razzle-dazzle? Nothing more nor less than throwing the ball. Razzle-dazzle has since been renamed the forward pass. And now you know the rest of the story.